So now we'll look at another kind of simple interest problem involving simple interest investment accounts. All right. So a total of $20,000 must be invested. Part of it will be invested at 5% simple interest, and the remainder, the rest of it, at 8% simple interest. If the total annual return for the two investments is $1,390. How much must be invested at each rate? So the question is, we have $20,000. We're going to split into two accounts. We want to know how much is going to go into each of the accounts if I want 100 or $1,390 at the end of the year. So let's tackle this. So the unknowns are the amount of money, the part of the 20,000 that goes into each account. So let's let X equal the amount invested at 5%, and let's let Y equal the amount invested at 8%. And then we know that 20,000 is the total amount invested. All right. So right away, I see that there's a relationship between X, Y, and 20,000 because X is a part of the 20,000, Y is a part of the 20,000. So automatically, I know that X plus Y is equal to 20,000. There's something else that I know also. If I invest X dollars at 5%, then at the end of the year, I'm going to have 5% of that X dollars as the amount of interest I earn, simple interest. Well, 5% of X is 0.05X. Also, I know that 8% of Y is what I'm going to have for my simple interest after a year for the second account. So that's going to be plus 0.08y, and this is equal to, well, the total amount that I want for interest is 1,390. So that has to come from the interest from the 5% account, which is this amount, plus the interest from the 8% account, which is this much, added together. So that's going to be $1,390 in total interest. So I have X plus Y gives me the total amount invested, and 0.05x plus 0.08y equals the total amount of simple interest that I earn after 1 year. And here we have our system of equations, two equations with two unknowns. So we're going to solve this system of equations, and let's see. I'm going to solve this system by substitution. So I'm going to take this first equation and I'm going to solve it for, let's go ahead and solve it for x, right? So solving that first equation for x is x plus y equals 2. Oh, oops, I forgot a zero here. That's only 2,000. I wanted 20,000. I'm sorry. So x plus y should have equaled 20,000, not 2,000. X plus y equals 20,000. And then I'm going to solve for x by subtracting y from both sides. Subtract y. So that I get x is equal to y, 20,000 minus y. 20,000 minus y. So that's the expression for x, 20,000 minus y. I'm going to take that value for x and I'm going to plug it in here. I'm going to plug it in there. So let's see what we get now. So here's my substitution step. All right. I'm going to take this second equation, and instead of x, I'm going to replace it with 20,000 minus y. So I'll have 0.05 But instead of X, I'm going to replace my X with 20,000 minus Y. And then it's going to be plus 0.08Y. 0.08Y is equal to 1390. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to simplify this and solve for Y. So I'm going to distribute my 0.05, and 0.05 times 20,000 is 1,000. So 0.05 times 20,000 gives me 1,000. 0.05 times negative Y is negative 0.05Y. And then this is plus 0.08Y equals, and this kind of looks like a decimal. That was just a random mark. But it equals 1,390. All right, so now I'm going to combine my two like terms here to get 1,000 plus 0.03y is equal to 1,390. And then to complete solving for y here, I'm going to subtract 1,000 from both sides. Subtract 1,000. These will cancel, and we will get that 0.03y, 0.03y is equal to, and then this is 390, 390. So the last step is to take both sides and divide both sides by 0.03. So let's see, dividing by 0.03 on this side, dividing by 0.03 on this side. These would cancel out, and we would get y is equal to 13,000. 13,000. So that means, let's see what was y, what y was equal to. Y was the amount invested at 8%. So that means I have $13,000 invested at 8%. At 8%. And since there was $20,000 in total, remember that? $20,000 was the total. That means the rest of it is $7,000 that would be invested at 5%. So that means I have $7,000 invested at 5%. So that answers the question. If I want that annual interest, then I have to put $13,000 into the 8% account and $7,000 into the 5% account.